Alright guys, what's going on today? So today I want to talk to you a little bit about the KRK Rokit settings. If you guys don't know about KRK, the KRK Systems Company, or KRK Rokits in general, KRK first started making their studio monitors back in 2003. Those were the Generation 1 studio monitors, and since then they've come quite a long way. We are now in Generation 4, and almost the entire design has changed. From the front-firing base ports, to the Kevlar drivers, to the back onboard driven, DSP-driven equalizer with the LED face. You truly have some professional studio monitors that are, wonderful for a ton of different applications, whether that's mixing, mastering, or just active listening at home. Now, a lot of people first take these out of the box, they get them all set up, they're ready to go, and then they look at the back with the LED DSP-driven EQ that I was mentioning earlier. They wonder, what am I supposed to do to get these set up correctly? So I'm going to go around back, I'm going to kind of show you what's going on back here so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. So back here, if you press this volume button in, you get the high-resolution DSP room tuning module that's right here. Now you can go, and as you can see, you have the setup menu and the EQ menu right here. You have the low EQ, and you can scroll over to the high EQ, and when you click on them, you can change them. Essentially, as you can see, it tells you what part of the frequency you're at and what you're doing. So I can, put a -2 dB bell drop in the 200 hertz range, or I could do a low shelf in the 60 hertz range. And then of course it goes on and on. I could do that with the lows, with the highs, etc., etc. Now, a lot of people wonder, do I need to adjust that? What are the best or most optimal settings to put your KRK Rokit monitors at? And the best answer that I can give you is that it's for your room. The best settings are whatever settings sound right in your room. Generally, you want to leave all adjustments flat, basically off, unless you have a really good reason that you need to change them, right? So, let's say that if you have to place your KRK Rokit monitors up against a wall, or, some other flat surface. Of course, they do have the front-firing base ports, but you're still going to get some, really kind of low-frequency reflections. So in that case, maybe turning down your low frequencies a tad might help. Though, of course, the best answer is always just to change the positioning, if you can. But really just, listen in your room. Take your monitors, put them in the best place that you think possible. Try, if you can, to avoid putting them right up against a wall or right up against any other flat surfaces, and then leave the EQ down and just walk to different corners of your room and see if anything is happening. See if when you're right in front of them, is the bass too much or is it not enough? The high frequencies really hurting your ears, or are you feeling like you're not getting enough high frequencies? Then you can begin to tune. It really comes down to what your room calls for. But the cool thing is, it is there, and the settings are easily available and can be changed with ease as well. Alright guys, that's my little insight into KRK Rokit settings. If you guys have any questions or any insights into the KRK Rokit settings, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Alright, take it easy.